stars when we are happy where we are? Why do we need to touch the stars when we are happy where we are? Why do we need to touch the stars when we are happy where we are? Why do we need to touch the stars when we are happy where we are?
There was quite a few steps there. Hi, everyone. That's all I'd said before. I did just remember to unmute. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. Um, so I'm just going to pop over and get to my live stream on my page. Just hang on a sec. Oh, wow. Yes. Just checking that I'm actually on Rosboundy as far as the page goes. And I'm not going to check on the Hypnosis Plus and the other two pages. Oh, I only just made it here as it is. And it is a beautiful sunny morning out there. And I can't remember what colour, what live stream. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to get that one up and hit the comments on that one. Now, just to double check, here I am. No, go to what's my time? Yeah. Wow. Good morning, Margaret. How are you? I'm really well, but I'm jolly tired, I can tell you. Uh, and Kathy, how are you? And we've got Judy. Hi, how are you? Now, this one is only a general card reading every morning at 8 o'clock. I do them by a particular spread that I've been using for a number, well, it's going on over a year now anyway. So this is a spread that I've been using for that length of time. So sorry, Margaret, it won't be a individual card reading, but it's still very good. Hi, Carol. How are you? And we've got Stephen here this morning. Oh, thank you for that. Lovely lady. You're a lovely man. Well, I'm assuming so, going by the name that's there and the picture. Tracy, how are you this morning? Yes, I was going to get to that. And Margaret saying, good, thanks. You are good. There we go. And that's partly the reason why I'm a bit slack and feeling wow and really, really tired. Um, we, Leanne and I are going to have a little bit of a live later for the ghost hunt. It's fun. It's really worth doing that. Really worth it. Now let me see. Can anyone else hear an echo? Oh, is there an echo? If there is an echo, apologies for that. I'm just going to drop off that page. Let me see if there's anything else I've got open, because sometimes that can happen because we have second, third type pages open. Let me just have a look here. It's nothing on it that should be causing that now. Is it still echoing? Could you please just let me know? Right. So, ghost hunting or paranormal investigations. We had a lovely time last night, and the whole trip was it's only half an hour away from me, so it wasn't a big trip for the drive. And oh, it's good. Thanks, Tracy. So it wasn't a big drive, and I got there early, which is good, and met up with Leanne, and we did have a group. It was actually a large group, but the way that the Adelaide, now I can't think what they're called, I'll have to put it there later. I know it's an Adelaide based haunted house tour company that does it. So, and it was really good, the group of people that we had, and the way that they do the, split off into three groups of roughly five and rotated. It's It's really interesting in that I wasn't, because it was my first time doing a ghost toury thing. It wasn't something I went into with any prior expectations and wondering, wow, what's this about? So the things that there were some things that occurred as far as being able to reinforce and confirm for myself that is spirit from the other side. And I absolutely, I mean, I didn't doubt it anyway, because I know from my own experience that I've had those occasions where I've seen things that you can't explain except for it is spirit, it is the energy that they're creating and using to show you that it's real. So that's about all I can say. It was a really good night, but I'm feeling because I only got home about 3 o'clock this morning, so I haven't had much sleep. I only just woke up, which you might be able to tell from the rough hair and the funny eyes, because I'm feeling really tired. Oh, there you go. Right. So, Kristen, you're saying good morning. Oh, I like that icon. Beautiful. And oh, Judy, yeah, it must. Sometimes it does even occur with your own internet settling in as well. So it was a really good experience. I'd highly recommend if you can jump into a tour or something that does do the paranormal and uh, ghost hunting. Oh, that's the term I used, because it's not that we were hunting. You're there and you're just experiencing what happens. Good fun, really good fun. And good morning, Chaz. How are you? Yeah, sleeping. I feel like I am still sleeping. But anyway, that's not what I'm here for. Is to waffle on. We're here for a reading, to do the cards, and I've got the. It's actually a lovely set that's presented themselves this morning as I was shuffling them and laying them out. And I'm just going to switch them around now, and then I'm going to switch off the text that is scrolling. Oh, looks like I need to actually put myself a little bit smaller with how close that is. Right. Okay. That a bit better? Yeah. Cool. So, what we're using, it is the Gilded Breviary for Judy. It would seem did you mention that you're new here? Someone did, I think. Waffle on. Oh, waffle on. Hey, it could be that I'm hungry too, because I waffles. Yum. I haven't got stuff to do them, but might do pancakes. That'd be nice. Anyway, we're doing a reading. We are doing a reading. Here we've got the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. That is the deck that I'm using, as I normally do. I do, in most cases, use that deck. It was noted by someone there last night that, oh, you brought in a different deck the other day. What was that? So, I mean, I know that I've got more watches than I thought, because it's the person I met. Yes. Anyway, I haven't seen her name in the column there, so she obviously watches without commenting, or on one of the other pages. Oh, and that's the reminder. I have cross posted, as you remembered. Click the My Time TV live link there somewhere, and you'll find it. This live there, it doesn't give the specific link anymore. And you'll also see there is a YouTube link. So, welcome from YouTube, those that may be here from there, because I can't tell. Cards, the reading. Right, Judy, this here is the general reading using the card spread. So, as you're hearing me and seeing me pointing to these cards, what you need to be allowing your inner self to do is give you the messages, whether it's by your thoughts, whether it's thoughts that pop into your mind, whether it's by things that you're seeing in your mind's eye, or things that you're actually hearing, little something, words or something that you feel you can hear, or something that's just popping into your heart. That is your message of what it means for you in particular. And even something that I'm saying for you, as in for everybody, because I read these as if it's for everybody. Mostly it's in the context of for me, because I'm who I know here in the context of what these cards might mean for me. And because we're all connected, and you know, I'm one person, but in that whole, even this one spread of cards can mean that so many individual meanings for each one of us if we're opening our minds and our hearts to what we're receiving individually. Okay, so that's what I'd suggest you do as I'm actually reading these cards for today. And I just realised that's a little bit crooked, so I'll try and get it a bit more centered just as I'm doing that reading. Okay. Oh, excuse me for that. I did need to clear my throat. And Kristen, you're saying the same deck came into your life but didn't come with the guidance explanation book. Do you learn more about these cards? Well, one of the ways is like this, by being present in someone else explaining cards in a context that creates the story that might be today, okay? Which is how I'm explaining it. It's like it's the story for today. And this particular spread over time, I've been able to remember what each space and place is. Not that you have to have them in a context in particular order, but it's just so much easier to have that, especially for a learning, if you're learning. So, with this, we've got positions and places that hold a particular energy in a spread. And the other thing is, too, I have actually typed out the full um, guidebook as a little PDF file for those that don't have them, like you've mentioned. So direct message me later and I'll be able to send you that. Okay, here we have in the where the flowers are, what we've actually got is that card sitting in the work space, the work energy. Okay, so that's where that one is. Where we have the parks card or garden, it is parks in my, you know, the guidebook. It is the one that I sort of um, came into this deck understanding and using. It's called parks. That's in the home space and energy. Up the top here, we've got the moon, which is in the unexpected card space. So there's not any particular meaning of the energy space itself, but that it's unexpected. We've got the mice here in your role, and we have the ring as the outcome. So that is the central one, which is the completion of the reading, so to speak. So the flowers in the workspace, as I was placing these this morning, it actually felt so much like I saw them. Congratulations. So that is the meaning that they're here for today. It's for congratulations. So I'm feeling that we've done that week of work and bringing our energies all together into that workspace, into our job or into our business or in whatever way we work. And it really is that time to rest. It's a lovely recognition, self recognition, as well as from others, that it's congratulations, it's been a job well done, it's been work that's well rewarded. Okay, so that's what I felt from that as soon as I placed them down. And here in this space of the home, and this can be to do with our relationships with people close to us. So it's the physical as well as the, you know, it covers all aspects of the body, mind, spirit. So we're having this time today in the parks because it's bringing that natural, that state of nature of you know, the physiology and the physical and the mental and everything that is moving us into that natural space, that space that is where we don't really have to put much effort into it because nature itself will be the doer, the grower, the natural state. So even though this is a depiction of what is a man-made construction and the rest, it still is, it's that beauty that is there from the natural, from the nature, from what is created by itself. You know, we've got the trees and the plants and the beautiful white peacock type bird. I'm not sure whether it's a peacock, whether you call it a peacock there, but it's a beautiful creature of the bird there. Other birds, it just feels so, oh, you could spend the time there forever and breathe easily. it just is so much ease because it's generating its own energy and space. It just feels good. So that's what I'm feeling for our day to day. And of course, as I'm looking out of my window, it really is a beautiful spring day. We do have gorgeous blue skies, the light, fluffy clouds, only just a few scattered. The blue sky really is so blue. And the sunshine, it looks like if I walked out that door, it'd be just perfectly warm. The gentle breeze, and I've got the chimes just tinkling a little bit. Perfect. And we move up into the moon, and that really is that feeling of at ease. I'm feeling really relaxed, and everything's working perfectly in its proper cycles, proper time. The mechanism that's sitting underneath the moon, it gives that feeling of effortlessness, and all things are going to be working in its own way, in its perfect time. That's all I can say with that. So it's going to bring into today what is that feeling of a natural state. I'm feeling that natural state through all of this until it gets down to the mice. But with the mice, I love them. I think they're a gorgeous card. And they are supposed to be technically a card that is a little bit on the bit negative side because of the fact that they're thieving. They're stealing stuff and resources. They're in the dark usually. There's that darker effect around the card, although, to have up, you've got to still have light there. And they can work in all day, all times of the day and the night, and they just take advantage of everything that's around them. And I think it's not encouraging us to be little thieves or anything as far as our role in our day. I think it's an awareness that there's that factor of overindulging. We're taking too much advantage of something through our day, and it's almost stealing from others in some respects because we're not looking after what is only ours. Um, and here's that one that's swinging away and about to go plop because it's chewed through through that cloth. I do think it's just an awareness thing of being careful of how we're using our resources, or spending too much time eating, drinking, and being happy. And there we go. We're going to get to be little fat mice. It could even be something that simple, and especially being a Sunday, and it could be a day that you're actually celebrating something. And getting to that point, be wary of how you get that really bloated, horrible, overindulged feeling. So that's what I'm feeling around the mice today. So, hi Sarah, how are you? That beautiful card that you've got there. As we come into the ring as well, we're actually going to be. Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sarah. Happy birthday to you. Oh, my kids are dying of mortification. I sang on the internet. Have a wonderful day. It's great to actually celebrate our solar returns, isn't it? Our birthdays. And here we've got the ring that actually, with the mandala behind it, there's the two opportunities to really remember how time cycles through. With the moon, especially, we're actually back into the waxing moon, waxing moon. After the new moon recently, so it's wonderful to have these reminders of the cycle of life, and especially here with this ring. It's beautiful. Many of us wear rings. I don't. Um, as that reminder of what is an eternal circle and a promise, a contract, your commitment. So I think as far as the outcome for today goes, it's knowing that we've given our day all that we can in the best way possible, and that is a commitment to self, and that we are. It's that not that the cycle's boring or the same all in each and every day and all the time. It can get to that point, but I'm feeling that this just signifies that each time that we go around our cycle, it's different. It's something special. It really is that gem that we can treasure. So that's what I'm feeling around that one. Thank you, Sarah. That we can um, really relax today. And I'm just going to, we can relax today. We've got the beautiful flowers, the garden, the beautiful light of the moon, and just be wary of that overindulging with the mice. And it's just that it really does feel that the time that we're spending with ourselves is well rewarded, and that is something that is our treasure. Okay, and how we live that for ourselves is our responsibility. And you know, sometimes we wonder, are we moving in the right direction? Are we on the right path? Each and every time that we're actually present with ourselves and going by that gauge of our own intuition, yes, we're on our right paths. We are where we're meant to be. And we're experiencing what we need to be experiencing on this pathway. So move forward in confidence that you, being who you are unique, and it is whatever your journey feels like it needs to be. If there's something that you really feel is wrong, well, take stock, stand in the one place until you can figure it out. There's no figure it out which direction. We've got a compass in the deck at some point that pops up. And when that pops up, recalibrate. Yeah, so thank you for being here this morning for such a actually what looks like could be a little bit longer than I usually do, but that's okay. It is okay. And for you, Kristen, too, send me a DM if you'd like that little file that I have got. It's a link to a PDF. So so thank you. Well done, well done. Thank you. Now go back to bed. No, I probably won't, but gee, I know I'm going to actually be having a nap later. I like my nana naps when I've done weird things like staying up in the middle of the night for a stretch. Because I do occasionally get up for webinars that are at 3 o'clock in the morning because they're over in the US. Thank you very much for being here. Look forward to being here again tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock and hopefully on time and continue being the best that you can be of who you are. Namaste.